I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Can I need to know?
Let's jump right into it, man. Diddy faces yet another lawsuit. Another one. This time it's the same tale. Alleged drugging, SA, intimidation. It's getting out of hand, RJ. And sometimes I'm going to dive deeper into this case. It seems it's a bit sketchy. As we always say here at the Double Touch Show, sometimes when there's blood in the water, the sharks start to show up. RJ.
Yes. Well, you said that it's getting out of hand, but I think it got out of hand
A long time ago, yeah.
a long time ago, and we're just finding out. So everything's just catching up to him. Also, now I'll save that one. I'll save that nugget for later. I'll just say, guys, thank you for tuning in. Remember to rate the show by pressing the like button. Don't forget to follow us on our other socials and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you stay up to date when we drop new videos. KR.
Yes. Diddy is facing yet another lawsuit. This time, like I said, it's about drugging, SA, and intimidation as more disturbing details have come to light. Diddy, we've been talking about him the last 2 weeks at least, maybe even longer. And we are splitting up all these topics in short segments. If you want to watch more things about what happened before, so we covered the lawyer on Monday. If you want to see us covering the whole story, that's last week, or at least the whole arrest story, go check out last week's show, Monday show. So today we're going to talk about the latest 3 lawsuits he's gotten served. One of them is from one person who says she's been assaulted for over a period of 4 years. 4 years. During that period, she got pregnant and they were forcing her to get rid of the baby. Guess sometimes people want to do that in a crazy way. But yeah, man, she is saying that Diddy regularly between 2021 and 2022, he and his team arranges her to meet up with him at his LA, New York, and Miami homes on various locations. However, she claims that she did not travel at her own volition, claiming Diddy and his staff would use coercive and harassing language to make her agree. She says drivers would show up at her home to take her to Diddy, which left her feeling like she didn't have a choice in the matter. The woman also alleges Diddy also used spiked alcohol beverages as a way to force her to do his bidding, saying Diddy forced her to have intercourse in April 2022 while she was at his LA home. As you can see, this is clearly TMZ as a source. She claims to have sustained physical injuries during her encounters with Diddy, including one during the spring of 2022, her spring of 2022 visit, where she says she was left with a purple bruise and a bite mark on her feet. She says she doesn't remember how she got the injuries. She also accuses Diddy of forcing her to take ketamine and other drugs in July 2022, which resulted in her blacking out. It was after that alleged incident she said she got pregnant. According to the suit, one of Diddy's associates called her repeatedly, harassing her to get an abortion, but she says she ultimately suffered a miscarriage. This happened between 2020 and 2024. So according to her, it also she has till July 2024. So that's after the raid, RJ. She feared for her safety, according to the article.
When
Yes.
everything started going down, I thought to myself maybe Diddy did some things in the past that haunted him, which led him to ultimately become, brother love, and like you make mistakes, and then and that the things that he did in the past was haunting him, but that he changed in the meanwhile, because sometimes people do change, and but if you listen to the story and it's true, then
If
I
it's true,
think
you mean.
what
If it's true, you mean.
that's what I said.
Okay.
So
Didn't
I
hear you
said
well.
that's what I meant. So I said if you listen to this story and it's true. So I meant to say
Mm.
if it's true, but so that's what I meant. Um, my thought is, I mean, I'm not against him changing his name, but I would have changed it to Brother Lust because Brother Love is something else, right? So
Yeah. He's
um,
into lustful
yeah,
things.
and sometimes again, people change, and your acts of the past can catch up to you, and you can suffer the consequences for those actions. But I have zero pity because karma is a HP. Now, I'm gonna start saying it before you say it because I think you and I think alike.
What am I going to say?
Your what you were about to say, and I'm gonna say it for you.
I'm
that you're not a victim blamer, but if the lady is there from 2020 to 2024, she doesn't say anything about them using force. She said coercion and um, aggressive language or something,
Yeah,
right?
drivers would show up at her home to take her to Diddy, which left her feeling like she didn't have a choice.
Yeah, that's a feeling. But in court, I'm saying, playing devil's advocate, in court, the question that they will need to answer is, did she not have a choice, or did she only felt as if she didn't have a choice? Because there's a difference, and it's a thin line, KR. It's a very, very, very thin line. And I don't say this to victim blame. You don't either. I don't know about you. I don't in any case. But
Great, great. Throwing me under the bus. Cleaning cleaning your street so you can throw me under the bus. Thank you, man.
But hey, hey, call me Mexico,
Oh,
which makes you New York and Colorado.
man.
But but it's purely I mean, we're talking about a case, right? Feelings don't feelings have little to no place in a court case like this. It's just what are the facts, and can you really charge him for a way that she felt? Because now she's talking about moving me, transporting me against my will. It's trafficking is what you're saying.
Seems like someone read the accusations and put together a nice lawsuit to me. I'll be honest. I do think Diddy, if you can see previous shows, are clearly saying that Diddy is in a bind. He's in big trouble. But I do think, and there's something we talked about in previous lawsuits also, not from Diddy related, but other cases we have talked about. It seems like always when someone is, it's like the shock thing, right? I made the analogy at the beginning of the show. When there's blood in the water, all types of people show up to eat. And staying for 4 years, it's not like she was the main thing either, because Carisha was the main person. We know that from the last couple of years, he's been dealing with Carisha. So it's not like he was putting pressure. But there's some things we probably don't know. But I would think it's really interesting that the way it's described in this text by TMZ.
Yeah,
I
and
think I think what you're getting now is that this is already his 12th lawsuit. It's 12th in the last 12 months. So 12 for 12. He's now 12 for 12. Each month he gets one extra. There is also a major one, and we're going to talk about this for a couple of minutes. We're going to talk about that as well. It's a major one coming as well. That's a class action, it seems like. They're going to put everything together, like 10 cases, and then try to serve it. I wouldn't do it if I was a victim in that situation, because if one case is weak, it weakens the whole situation. But we're gonna talk about it later. But this is the thing, right? You have people that can turn a situation and just so this is the thing, right? Even Cassie stayed for 10 years. I don't I don't think Cassie was fully a victim as well. She accepted certain things, and apparently she also punched Kim Porter in their face. So from what I've understood. So again, people are never it's never black and white. It's always a gray zone. This in this case, it's probably also a gray zone. Not sure. I mean, the lawsuit will tell us when this comes forward. Will he settle it? Will they push for settlement, or will they? If
you know, my whole issue is with things like this, KR, is do you think, let's switch the role. If the woman, if Diddy was a woman and Cassie was a man, or Kim Porter was a man, would we having discussions about would we be having discussions about um misusing, so applying undue pressure to force people to do things? Would we be talking about coercion? I No, we wouldn't. We only talk about it when it's the other way around. It's very different. It's usually you say, hey, but you're a man, do something, um
take charge.
take charge. You're gonna let a woman speak to you like that? No, hey, don't react to that one. Guys, here's a tip. Never react. If you have a friend that tells you that, don't, I mean, unfriend that dude, man. Because next thing you know, you find yourself handcuffs, your black-eyed girlfriend is telling the cops what you did, and you lost your job. So don't don't.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
But
But yeah, that is true. That is
so
true. I think
it's like a thin
it's
line.
a thin line. It's a thin line because, like, we've talked about this as well in the past, right? If you what all these podcasts out here are talking, women go to this podcast. They say a man has to pay 100% of the bills. But if you pay 100% of the bills, you become controlling.
Yeah,
Controlling becomes financial abuse. So it's a thin line where, I mean, people can play with that,
50
and you have
50
to
50
be,
50 is cheap.
yeah. You're itch bay if you're 50-50.
So
Going 50.
so you won the 100, but
You
you want to have equal say in everything else. But if
Yeah.
you say 50-50, you know what will happen? You'll hear it. You'll hear this. All dried up. All dried up. So,
just stops.
and
Yeah. But yeah, that's true. I mean, this is the thing, right? When you're showing up, you tell her, "Hey, man, here's the ride. Come this way." So this is gonna be a case. It's time will tell if this is a real case or not, or whether it's a money grab. Because we have also talked about the case, and this is a man, which is Lil Rod, talking crazy. Also in this case, and we
wonder
said, "Why
now I
don't
wonder
we?"
who now I wonder who gave him that name.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a crazy name for a producer, man. I don't know how he got that name, but yeah, Rodney. Probably his name is Rodney. I'm not sure, but that case we also quite if we went actually to the real the real documents of that case, and we concluded that it's a bunch of weird stuff written in there, alleging that there are minors there, for example, and then the people who he's pointing out as minors go on to social media and says, "Hey, we are of age." So it's already like crazy stuff. So people are throwing everything out there, trying to get their payday. I still believe they haven't really moved forward with that Lil Rod case. So yeah, that's a crazy thing as well. And then you have another. I'm gonna share my screen now. This is a new lawsuit that's coming up this week. I mean, it's already probably the press conference was already earlier this week. Fair use again. Shout out to lawyers for workers with another breakdown. Let me see if I unmuted it. Yes, let's take a look.
This is a lot to read. It's about Diddy. If you don't want to read it all, I'll give you the summary. What this all means is OMFG DIDDY. Tony Busby, one of the nation's best lawyers. And what he does is he takes cases for free. You don't pay him, he'll take your case, and then he's going to go out and investigate it and try to win it for big money. How's he been doing? I think this man has made billions of dollars at this point. I know he's made hundreds of millions. He might be into the bees. And here's what he's saying. He's saying that he represents 50 victims of the freak-offs. And here's where it gets scary hours for Team Diddy. He's saying that it includes minors. He's saying that we expect a group of people seeking justice to grow. He's saying he expects other individuals will be implicated. He's saying there's going to be a press conference next week. He's saying it's up and it's stuck on P. Diddy. If this man Diddy ever even looked at you funny, you can call Tony Busby. Actually, call me. We'll call Tony Busby together. This
Who
is
wants a piece of the action?
very scary because lawyers like Mr. Busby make their money by spending lots of money investigating and uncovering facts and information about powerful individuals like P. Diddy. And so now this guy's on your ass with 50, some minors, and maybe more on the way. It's up and it's stuck.
50. with a keyword. This is the keyword A minor.
I can play. I can. Next time I'll put my guitar here and I'll play the A minor for you. Play the- it's in the corner right now. I'm gonna walk. I need to tune it as well, but
You gotta
I
keep
need to
it clear
tune it.
because the minor will. This will not be the last time we'll say A minor. I need to find that clip, by the way, so I can add it into my.
Damn!
Nah, but all jokes aside, so this is
It's crazy.
50 people. It's a risky situation though, because wouldn't you want a tailored lawsuit? Or so these are the two ways you can go about this, in my opinion. And then you can give your opinion about a situation like this. I could be wrong. If you have a weak case, it's good to join a class act, because then it makes your case stronger, because there might be a stronger case in there. But if you have
And
a
if you reach
strong case,
and if there's like a settlement, for example, the strong cases can cover the weak ones. So
yes,
and
yes,
it's still it's like a small class act. So it's not like
nah, it's not.
1,000, 2,050 is still manageable.
Yeah. But the other way around, if I have a strong case and I join this group, if they start poking holes in the weaker cases, now I look crazy. And it could be that your the whole stuff gets thrown out. Possibly. So you get nothing. It's a big gamble. It's a big gamble to me. If this is a real case, if I have a strong case, like if I have a case like Cassie, I wouldn't join this situation, because I'm pretty sure there are some weak cases in there. Probably.
Yeah.
But again, if you use the buzzword minors, then people start looking crazy. They might want to settle. RJ.
Yeah. And Cassie, you mentioned Cassie. Cassie got paid. We don't know how much. A lot of people are trying to guess how much she
They're
got
saying
paid.
30.
What?
30. They're saying 30 out here.
They're saying 30, but we don't know for certain, right?
They don't know for
And so,
certain.
but she got paid.
Yeah.
I think she also triggered everything that's happening right now.
Yeah.
But Cassie is done. She got paid. She's done.
She's ready.
If she were to, if she hadn't started the case and she was to join this class act, this class action, it wouldn't be. She wouldn't have. She wouldn't get as much as she's gotten. So her timing was great. But minors are, I think when you start power tripping, you really think, I mean, Diddy said it a bunch of times, whatever I want, I get.
I can
I'm a
get.
savage. Whatever I want, I get. And you really start thinking that you are above the law. You really start thinking that no one can do you anything. I saw some clips, but that's like stardom, right? Uh, of you sent it to me, I think. I don't know if you wanted to talk about it now or the Bieber compilation of him being
Oh, not now. Not now.
okay. So it's crazy what happens to minors. We always think of minors as the women, girls, little girls, but boys as well.
They're always being overlooked.
Yeah, men are always men are always being overlooked.
I heard you. I heard you.
Men are always Men are always being overlooked. Little boys are always being overlooked.
Yeah.
I do think that when it comes to minors, people find boys worse than girls when it happens to boys, but they find it worse. So they find the thought out of it worse. Um, but with girls, so after the initial shock factor, I believe girls get more compassion than boys,
Yeah.
especially the older you get. I think it was not Mike Caps. What's his name? Davis, DJ Ray Davis, the comedian. Ah, I forgot his name. D. Ray Davis or something. Yeah, D.
D-Ray.
Ray Davis, the comedian. He went on Vlad and talked about how, as a 12, 13-year old, he was basically molested by two women, ugly women for that matter. And people think, ah, great, you're a dude, and so, but it's disturbing.
Yeah.
But you just don't get the same reaction as Oprah and his uncle.
I mean,
Who
if you think, oh, sorry, I thought you
I
were
heard. No, no, I heard a YouTuber talk wild saying, "How did you know that happened? Maybe she just said it to sell a book." I'll tell you which content creator it is. Just remind me. When I heard it, I was like, but then
put
I
it in
heard
the
everything he
put it in the
said.
chat.
Everything he kept saying, how do you know it happened? So I'm like, wow, this dude is questioning everything. But I'll tell you it is author.
Chat. Put it in the chat. But the thing is this, right? You can see that back also in the situations with the teachers. What do people usually say when it's a teacher molesting a female teacher molesting a kid, a young boy? It's always these weirdos always say, "Why didn't it happen when I was young?"
Yeah.
I mean, this is yeah, it is crazy, but that's one of the examples where you can clearly see that there is a difference between how people process these situations. But hey, man, it's up. And one last question, Ajay. Do you think with all these cases and also the criminal case going on, will they make it financially, or will it just run out of money?
Will
Paying
he
all
make
these
it
lawyers.
financially?
Yes. At the end of this, in I would guess this probably ends in a year or two. Will he have any money left in the bank? Because he's gonna spend at least two, maybe 100 million just to defend himself.
Yeah.
Maybe 150, 200.
So I don't know how many money he has. He did sell a lot of homes to go liquid, I think, right? So it's just to get to go liquid. So she,
He put one of the homes in on sale. Yeah, the LA one. 70, 76 million, I think, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
yeah. So I think it's, I don't know. I'm not in his pockets, but I do think that he's gonna be humbled a lot. He's gonna be humbled immensely because the thing is, you can suffer financial consequences and you can deal with it if you have, for example, think about it, Care. If you have, what's it called? Let's say a company or a bunch of companies and they do wrong, they do bad. You can still have like a separate company, and because you separate your assets, you can decide to let certain companies go bankrupt and live off the other ones. You agree with that?
Again, sorry.
What I'm saying is, what I said is, if you have, um, if it's just financially going bad with you, yeah, you're in a crisis or whatever, a company is going bad, and you have
Mhm.
multiple assets, because these people have multiple assets, right? So you can let a company that's doing bad go bankrupt, close it, because your
Mhm.
damage will be limited to that entity, that legal entity, right? That
Yep.
LLC or whatever the case may be.
Yep.
But and no one would know where the money, where the rest of the money is. But if there's a criminal prosecution where you're personally being prosecuted,
Indeed. Yeah.
and if
Charge.
you're involved in civil lawsuits like this one, where you have to defend yourself, no matter where you hit the money, it has to come out. You can't say, oh, it's the company that's doing bad, so I'm going to let it crash, or, oh, I'm doing bad financially, I'll just declare myself bankrupt and then I have my assets there or whatever. No, you have, the money has to come out in order for you to defend yourself.
Yes, probably.
So
It's gonna be very interesting because if he focuses on mainly the criminal lawsuit, which is more important actually than the civil ones, to be honest, because it's, I mean, the civil ones you can always fight them if you're free. It doesn't make any sense to win all civil ones and lose the criminal one. And I'm not sure about this lawyer. We talked about this lawyer on Monday. The man is moving a bit weird so far, doing interviews. Maybe that's the result of having not enough money to pay, for example, Spyro,
yeah.
Alex Spyro, which Eric Adams hired. Winner. I don't know why you're watching that guy. Uh,
uh Guys,
it's
just
weird.
for some context, I put the name of the content creator in the chat, and KR just read it now. Now he's asking me why I watch. But I watched a couple of episodes, a couple of his videos when he was talking about this particular trending topic.
Can't use the word, but yeah, that's the word that you wanted to use, I think, but you couldn't. Otherwise, it would tell who it probably is. Um. Anyway, that's the real that word. But hey, man, it's up. It's up for Diddy. He's heading. If he's not heading, he's with high speed. He's heading towards bankruptcy. Undoubtedly, I don't think you cannot even doubt it anymore. At a certain point, he will be out of money. And those kids better learn how to use their talents because you might have to make your own money. You cannot rely on dad's money anymore. So this is a fall. This is a crazy fall from almost billionaire to kids not having a pot to piss in. It's
And it's
crazy.
worse, and it's worse than Ye, because again, Ye.
Jay still has 200. He still has some assets. We almost bought his Wyoming home, but we reneged because I mean a couple of things. But hey, this what it is. This what it
It is
is.
what it
But yeah, the fall of Kanye, he's still he's still free. He's still out here with us.
is. Yeah.
I don't use the word we, but
Well,
he's still out here with us.
he was in China last I saw, doing some crazy shows.
I haven't seen that one. I saw the one in Korea.
So I saw one where he was in China where the cab drivers were obligated to play Kanye West songs. So the taxi drivers, by the way, taxi drivers had to play Kanye West songs. Let's say X amount of hours prior to the concert. So I think it was
Okay.
3 hours or something. So 3 hours up to the moment of the concert, they had to play. If you had stepped in a cab at that moment, you would hear Kanye or Ye or Yeezy.
Shout
He's
out to
doing his
China.
thing, man. He's out.
Shout out
He's
to
out
China.
here. He's out
China.
here. Yeah.
Hey, Yeezy is doing him. And one thing he told us, don't forget at the beginning, and then I'm going to close this out. He said, Diddy is a fat. We're going to talk about it as well, because there's also things that you can point out that how come this guy can't. The only way you can get away with this kind of behavior this long is there has to be some kind of protection. But we're going to talk about this during another show. Kanye said, they cannot control me because I haven't deleted anyone. I don't sell drugs. I don't have any arrests. They
Yeah.
cannot control me.
Yeah. And maybe you take my money because we went from a B to a M, right? A billionaire to a millionaire, and you pose a legitimate question. If they can take it away from you as easy as that, then were you ever a billionaire to begin with? But
That
his
doesn't fly.
downfall is still better than your lifetime earnings. So perspective is everything. Yeah.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to the haters?
Talking I'm talking in general. This is something that
Okay,
I'm
okay, okay.
just a message I'm
Perspective.
conveying. It's a conveying. It's not directed to you. Why did you feel like I was talking to you?
No. I'm just trying to make sense because I know my
Because
finance.
we were about to buy the home in Wyoming.
That's
So
why I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm almost buying the home, but I reneged, and now suddenly I'm not at this level. Okay,
I think
maybe I'm not at this.
we should seriously consider buying property somewhere in Wyoming or Montana or something, because you have big properties fairly cheap. Only thing is we have to exercise our second amendment because they're wolves and bears and a bunch of
Hey,
things.
and sharks and land sharks. Land sharks. So let's call
Pigs,
them land sharks these days.
land sharks, yeah, yeah.
Hey, my guys, let us know in the comments what you think about this whole situation. Are these legit cases or is this just a money grab? Money grabs happen all the time. We've seen this. We've covered them the last 12 months as well. We've seen money grabs left and right. Some of them crash out, some of them don't. People just settle because it's easier, it's cheaper a lot of times. I've seen I've had a situation. I know someone very close to me who had to settle a crazy lawsuit because the lawyer said, oh well, the lawyer said it's cheaper to settle if you pay. You're not gonna you're gonna pay too much money. So is it? Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments what you think, and we'll cover the best comment next week in the show. RJ.
Yes, we will cover the best comment in next week. So if you have a hot take, don't forget to let us know. Don't forget as well to rate the show by pressing the like button, subscribe, hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Thanks for watching. And let's keep the conversation going in the comments.
Yes. Let's go to the second topic of the day, which is the best comment of the week. Today we have a best comment, a number of them. Let me share my screen. Big shout outs
Whoa,
to
that's more. Awesome.
Yeah, we have a couple of. This is on the Double Thought Clips channel, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go check it out on the Double Thought Clips channel. We drop clips of the highlights of these shows. So if you don't have the time to watch a full show, there you can find the most interesting clips we have, which we have chosen and edited so it's concise and it hits the point straight up. Anyway, Pasta Fagioli said she's an embarrassment. Oh, by the way, this is a clip about Tiffany Henyard, who blew 85,000 on taxpayers' money on and a party for 70 attendees. And she said, Pasta Fagioli 321 said she's an embarrassment to hardworking, law-abiding black citizens of our nation. What a disgrace. Followed by the Inquisitor Matthew Ashcraft. He said, lock up Tiffany. You also had Linda Norris 2455 who said, and who did you think paid for the Obama birthday bash at Martha's Vineyard? The US taxpayers paid for it. So I don't know who Obama is. I know Obama. I would think that's probably a
We know.
typo.
We also know Bobama.
Yeah, Obama is in Belize, so that's definitely not Barack Obama. So anyway, yes, thanks for responding. I think it's clear that people want her. They don't like Tiffany. They don't like what she stands for. I mean, the whole story, and we're gonna cover some Tiffany later in this show as well. It's not a nice story, RJ.
No, it's not.
The whole
Definitely not.
development.
Yeah.
Anyway, anything else to say about these comments?
No, nothing else to say about the comments. No.
Okay, let's go
Just
to the next.
thank you guys, every single one. We really appreciate your support. So I guess I do have some in the KaiR, but I
Yeah.
really appreciate your support. We really appreciate you commenting. We see you doing it more and more. We'll read every comment. We can still do that. We haven't blown up yet, and so we're humble. We're humble here at the Double Touch Show. But please keep the comments going. Keep exchanging your thoughts and opinions, because by doing so, we can hopefully understand each other, and it will also help us to get a feeling of who our followers are and our fans and what they want us to talk about. So yeah, thank you for the comment.
Yes, yes. You have a Reddit story for us today, right?
I have a Reddit story about for us today. This is about a man who's
Someone has been put in work. That's all I'll say. I can already see it in the title. I didn't put my glasses on because this is gonna be spicy.
oh man.
I don't want the spice to come into my eyes.
Yeah. The story goes as follows. The guy's asking whether he's wrong for divorcing his wife after she asked for an open relationship, and now he's striving while she isn't. And the story goes as follows. Well, when I just by the title, it seems like he's humble bragging, but okay. Hey Reddit.
Oh man.
I'm in a bit of a situation and I'm starting to wonder if I'm the bad guy here. I'll try to keep this short, but there's some context that might be important. So my 34-year-old wife and myself, I'm 32, have been married for 7 years. We've had a pretty great life together. I've built a successful business. I do pretty well for myself. I'll leave it at that. And we've traveled all over the world, live in a beautiful house, the whole deal. I've always thought we were happy. Out of nowhere, a few months ago, my wife tells me she wants to open up our relationship, our marriage, pardon me. Her reason was that
She found a
we
new
were missing out on experiences.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And she
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to explore her options, but she made it clear She still loved me and didn't want to break up.
Mm.
KR, what do you always say when a woman asks to open up the relationship?
There's people outside of the door waiting to. Is that what I say? I don't know
Yeah.
what you're referring to.
Yeah, that's
There's
what I'm
always
referring
someone,
to.
okay, yeah, there's always someone waiting. If the
Eh,
woman is the one who's raising it, she wants to cheat. She wants to have your approval to cheat.
Yeah. We've never had issues with intimacy or connection.
Mm.
So you say. And honestly, I'm in great shape. I've always been attentive to her needs and I just didn't see it coming. That was the problem, apparently. Too good.
And men never see it coming, by the way.
No,
Have you ever noticed men see it coming?
no.
Everyone knows that it's coming. The sister, the mother, her best friend. You don't see it coming.
Why is it? Why are we men like that, KR?
They call us maybe we are the real romantics in these relationships.
The real romantics, yeah. I think so too. At first I was against the idea, but then I figured, okay, why not? Let's try it and see what happens. If this isn't what she wants, I'm not going to if this is what she wants, I'm not going to stop her. I agree to give it a try, but with the condition that it goes both ways. If she's out meeting other guys, I'm going to meet other women too. KR, I know of a fact. So this sounds like logical, right? I
Mhm.
know of a case where the woman wanted to step out or at least wanted to explore with another woman.
Yeah, no problem.
And so she said, let's open it up. And she started not only being intimate with the other woman, but the other woman came to the house and meet the kids.
But that
And
sometimes it
when
happens.
dude started talking to a well, it started first. The wife said, you know what? I would like to try it out with the both of you. The guy was like, that's what she said when she talked about opening the relationship. To that, the guy said yes. When the guy asked when was the threesome gonna happen, the wife said, I talked to the other woman and she's not really comfortable with it. Dude went to
When-
talk to another. I'm gonna finish the story in a bit. But dude went to talk to another man, another woman, another
that,
woman. You,
that was
you know
crazy.
you know what the wife said?
Oh,
You know, I would be more comfortable if you're doing it with another man.
that's wild.
Guess who's wearing the pants in the relationship?
That's a wild suggestion. That's a very
That's
wild
a trick
suggestion. Yo,
question, by the
that's
way. That's a
crazy.
trick question.
That's a crazy suggestion. That should already be. This is total disrespect.
But if you
That's
look
total
at
disrespect.
if you
I
look at
would
the
be
guy,
comfortable.
if you look at the guy, it
Yo,
seems as
some
though
women are crazy.
it seems as though everyone around him know that he's the second letter of the alphabet community,
Oh,
except him, except him. But anyway,
okay. Okay, so
so
you're
maybe.
telling me it's really okay, okay, okay.
But when he told me that, because he was telling me the story, he just started talking about, let's say, the things that he's so just things about his relationship.
Yeah.
But he was also like considering it, like, but she's definitely the
What?
dominant. Yeah,
Okay, you might. Yo,
because she's
what kind of
definitely the
relation?
dominant
Young
on it.
people out. I don't know what kind of people you talk to, but that's just crazy, bro.
Anyways, any
That's
case,
just crazy. This man's
well,
getting paid.
and I'll continue. So I left where I left off where the guy said, okay, if we're gonna open it, I'm gonna open it too, and because I also want to meet other women. I'll continue. Well, here's where things get a little ironic. As soon as we opened the relationship, I started meeting women left and right. I'm talking crazy success on dating apps. people I meet through work, even casual flings while I'm traveling for business. Turns out, and who would have known, KR? Being wealthy, fit, and confident tends to attract a lot of attention. I'll spare you the details,
It's
but let's just
crazy.
say I haven't exactly been lonely. Again, KR, a humble brag. I don't think like I'm gonna. It doesn't seem like he has a problem, KR. It seems like he just wants to brag. Okay. My wife, on the other hand, yeah, not so much. She's been on a few dates, but nothing's really panned out for her. They want you for the night, not forever. Okay. A couple of of the guys ghosted her, and she's mostly frustrated that it's not what she imagined. Meanwhile, I'm having a blast. Again, a humble brag. And if the guys are ghosting her, is she the problem? After a few months of this, I started to realize that I don't need to stay in the marriage where my wife was basically looking for an excuse to cheat on me. If she wanted to be single, then let's make it official.
Yo, he doubled down. Yo, oh my god.
I filed for divorce.
Oh man.
I filed for divorce. Um, and now she's upset and saying that I'm punishing her for wanting to explore herself. But honestly, I just don't see the point in staying married if we're both dating other people. Why playhouse? So now she's telling our friends that I'm being selfish and that I'm only divorcing her because she's not having as much success as I am in this open thing, which is
What?
absolutely not the case. I just think we're on different paths right now, and I've realized I don't need to stick around when I can literally have my cake and eat it too. Am I wrong for filing for divorce, or should I have tried harder to make her feel better about the situation she basically created? To clarify, I didn't start having fun out of spite. I genuinely went into this thing I could work. I genuinely went into this thinking it could work. But it just opened my eyes to the fact that we want different things. So also, the divorce isn't about her failing at the open relationship. It's about me realizing I don't want this life with her anymore. KR.
Sometimes people make choices. They hear people talk about different things online, they hear their friends talk about different things, and they think they can replicate those situations. Think that sometimes I think people are very foolish to not assess their own situation, whether it's worth it. Because we gotta ask yourself at this point, she gotta ask herself, was it all worth it? There was no problem. The guy was, according to him, very attentive. He was a good husband, taking care of her, clapping her cheeks every now and then, doing their thing. And now she wants to open it up. Probably she heard a friend talking about it. She's seen one of these crazy podcasts out here where people are suggesting crazy stuff to do with your relationship if you don't feel right. Hey, you lost a bet. It's kind of you're putting your relationship up for grasp. And the guy realized that he has more options than he thought out there in this situation. Is he a bad person to pursue those opportunities? She also pursued an opportunity. The only problem is he got a better one. Had if she had, let's say, in her situation, I would have thought that if she had found a millionaire, a guy richer than him, she would have probably left him as well. So sometimes things don't pan out the way you want them to. But you have to take it's with everything in life. Every choice you make. The problem with most people is they only watch the good side. What can I gain from it? They never assess the downside, it always fires back into their face. Not always. Sometimes it works out the right way, but they never check out the downside. And when it blows up in their face, they want to act like a victim. It always happens with investments, and I'm talking about investment, but it also happens in relationships. People want to put a lot of pressure on weird stuff, RJ. I don't know why. I think to be honest, yeah, I don't think he's doing anything wrong. He just found out that he has better options. Probably the people he's hooking up with are better looking than his wife, and also they nag him less. He's like, you know what? I can do this for less. She's always talking to me, but Charlie Brown. Might as well not. I come home, I work hard. Now you ask me to do thousand. I'm paying all the bills. Hey, only thing is the settlement. You're on mute, by the way.
Yeah, I think we forgot like the late great Cam Samuels used to say. I think we've forgotten how to do relationships.
Yeah.
Relationships are there are so relationships are supposed to be so it's complicated, but it's supposed to be simple.
It
The
is.
rules are supposed to be simple, and of course we have a modernized version of it, but people have this weird, like this unattainable idea of what a relationship should look like. And if you can't reach it, then it's not good.
Unrealistic views of
It's
life in general.
unrealistic. And I saw a pastor talk about it. Pastor said that relationship isn't about being happy. You don't go into a relationship to be happy. That's not the ultimate goal. Marriage, well, you're talking more about marriage, but the goal isn't to be happy. That you don't go to you go because you say, "Hey, I want to build a life together." KR, you
Yes.
and I, we do this content creation. We've been doing it for, did we pass 2 years already?
Yes, we did.
Congratulations, by the way. But
You
that the are we done? Are we finished? What's there to be happy for? Uh, Shout out to Kobe. But but we just,
Oh well.
if you think of what we are doing, this is, we decided that we have work. Okay, we have a plan, we have a concept, let's work on it. And let's do it consistently.
Yep.
But we don't think, I'm not happy. All we're thinking of, are we achieving our goals? Yes or no? How can we, is this still what we want? Do we still want to put, dedicate time in building the platform? But we take it, and the same people will look at the business like that. They will look at their jobs like that. But in the relationship, they want to be happy. No one says, I want to work somewhere to be happy. You go there to get some money. You go there to learn, to grow. You don't, but in relationship, you're in it to be happy. It doesn't make any sense. And so
It-
when you decide to open the door,
to the
there are,
demons, to the
it can
street.
happen. I saw a TED talk of a woman. This was like years ago. It was TED or TEDx, one of the two. But a woman was talking about the fact that she grew up with her married parents. Her mother had her boyfriend, and her father had his girlfriend. So to her, she saw husband and wife, mother with boyfriend, father with girlfriend. In their case, it might have worked. That doesn't mean it will work in all other cases. Same goes for monogamy. But I think people oftentimes they want to look for something. They want to look for they want to look for the happiness outside. Happiness comes from within. And if you're not happy with yourself, that's because you're lazy. That's because you're not doing what you need to do. That's why you're unhappy. It's not the other person's that's making you unhappy. So you think if you go with that misery out there and open up the relationship, that you're gonna be happy? You're the problem. Wherever you are, wherever you go, there you are. So hey, I don't
One
think
thing,
he's
one
wrong
thing about
either.
one thing about happy. One thing people always forget is happy is an emotion. Being happy is an emotion. Emotions come and go. It's up and downs. So having happy as a goal is crazy work, as they say. As happy can never be a end goal. It never can be. It's part of the process. During the process, you can be happy. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad. Saying happy is an end goal, that's never gonna work. No one in their life can say put happy as an end goal. It's impossible. It never works. And if you put that on a relationship, yes, of course, that moment, and of course, some people are more emotional than the others. They'll say, "Oh, I don't feel happy. Let me stop this relationship because I'm not happy." I mean,
That's how
happy is.
you.
I mean, hmm?
Yeah, that's what I just want to read the comments and then we can move because we're a little, well, we're a
Yeah,
lot over time.
I don't care anymore. We are way over time.
Yeah. But Cool Stick 8672. So I'm just gonna read the top comments. Says she wanted new experiences. She wanted new experiences. I think this counts. You're not wrong for this.
Yeah, that is crazy. Oh man.
Plus Opportunity reacted to that comment saying now she's gonna have tons of new experiences, such as likely having to downgrade lifestyle as based on the OP's post, he's wealthy, so I'd assume he was the breadwinner, having to try a date again in her 30s in one of the worst dating markets like ever. Likely having to watch OP start dating a nice girl 6 to 10 year her junior because that's almost always how these stories end up.
Yeah.
And cats.
Yo, that's Kevin. Is Kevin typing from heaven?
Nasagi. I'm gonna just read this thread because this thread is funny. Nasagi reacted to that comment, the comment of plus opportunity, saying I'm in my 30s but never married. I can confirm that dating sucks. To which Lozano Joseph responded, can you also confirm cats?
Yeah,
Oh man, that's
man. Reddit
crazy.
is crazy. Reddit is
Yeah.
crazy sometimes.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yep.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes,
Yep.
and so on and so forth. So, hey, it is what it is. Oh, wait.
Is there someone who
Music
disagrees?
Mushroom 12 says, why do you keep reposting this with different screen names? So, it might be a humble brag, or not so humble brag.
Oh man,
Oh,
it's
man.
crazy.
Guys, let us know your thoughts and opinions. What do you think? Do you think that he's wrong for this? Do you think that the woman shouldn't have opened it up? Curious to know. Remember that we will highlight the best comment of the week and discuss it in next week's show. So do not hesitate to share um, your thoughts and opinions as well. KR.
Yes, yes. We're a bit over time. We're a bit over time, so it's gonna be a longer show than usual. Next topic of the day is the city girl mayor. On Monday, we talked about the city boy mayor Eric Adams. Today, we're going to talk about Tiffany Henyard because there is another struggle for power down in the I think it's Dalton right now, right? This is the Dalton. Yeah. It's a Dalton situation. It's not a township. RJ, because there's
Yeah.
also troubles at the township. It's all over the now. The walls are clearly closing in.
Yeah. The township is sinking. Pun intended. Guys, before we proceed with the topic, remember to rate the show by pressing the like button. Don't forget to check us out on our other socials and subscribe and hit the notification icon so you stay up to date when we drop new videos. And guys, don't forget to comment as well because the best comment will be highlighted in next week's show. KaiR.
Yes. Let's open it up right away. Let's see what they have to say. Fair use. Fair use.
Was not at work today. As for that court order, this is a major win for those trustees who have been up against Henyard for some time. A judge yesterday siding with 4 trustees by ruling that Henyard did not have the legal authority to make 3 recent appointments: a new police chief, village attorney, and village administrator, all of them given jobs by Henyard earlier this month. Trustees argue that she did so without their consent or approval, and that she did not have a quorum to start the meeting in the first place. The trustees' motion for a temporary restraining order also alleges bullying, retaliation, and violating the Open Meetings Act. Yesterday, Cook County Judge Thaddeus Wilson agreed.
The board has been absolutely fantastic in trying to keep the government operating. The people suffer, the employees suffer while her reign of terror continues.
It's not a good feeling working in a hostile work environment. It's not a good feeling at all. And that verdict yesterday brings hope to the employees that now we can get back to doing things the correct way, decent and in order. I'm happy, and also I got calls from the residents, and they are happy as well.
Meanwhile, Mayor Henyard's personal attorney, Bo Brinley, is also responding this afternoon, saying in part, Mayor Henyard will appeal and the truth will come out, a truth that reveals a corrupt board of trustees trying to hijack the mayor's office through false statements and outright criminal conduct. Now, right now,
Oh, by the way, I'm back.
Did you see how Henyard walked in? If you go back to the video, like how she walked in.
Give me a second. Let me.
now no one is sitting in the
How
role
did she
of Dalton
walk in?
Police.
Yeah, just go to the where you had it.
This one?
Right there. Like yeah,
Consent
just
or-
see how she's walking.
Like the boss she is.
Like
Boss
a
lady,
boss.
man. Like a boss.
just
Look at
approval,
Go a little bit
and that
back.
she did
Look
not
at
have
her.
a quorum to start the meeting in the
Go
first
back, let me
place.
go back. Look at
And that
this.
she did not
Boss
have a
lady,
quorum
man.
to start
It's
argue
my
that she did
house.
so without their
It's my
consent
house
or
up in here.
approval, and that she
Walking
did not
with a
have a
limp.
quorum to start the meeting in the first place.
She's walking with
Walking
a
with a limp.
with the swagger. With a real swagger. Hey
of
man.
broken heels. In any case.
Yeah, man. The battle is going on. They're still battling. I mean, clearly the walls are closing because right now the trustees have been gaining some, I would say, momentum right now. They are obviously getting some momentum and winning, blocking her, expanding, using the credit cards. I mean, the investigation by Beetlejuice, forgot her name.
Lori
What's her name?
Lightfoot.
Lori Lightfoot. I just sorry guys, I can't. I was trying to come up with the name real quick, but I couldn't catch it. The only thing left was my nickname. RJ, tell him. Am I good with names? I'm never good with names. I always remember nicknames, right?
You're even when people say They're not good with names, guys. When people say they're not good with names, it means they forgot a name. KR is so bad with names, he will mispronounce it while reading it. So names. Did I do a good job, KR?
This is this guy just drove me crazy. You're under the bus. What's
Did
wrong
I
with
do?
you, man?
Did I
I'm
do a
trying
good
to
job? I got your
now.
back, boy. Got your
I
back.
got your back. Might as well. You got my back like that. Like how anyway, let me not go there. Shout out to Dolph, man. His own people
His
mowing him
own,
down. But
it be
anyway,
your own people.
it be your own people, man. But hey, but yeah, Lori Lightfoot, all these things. I mean, they are gaining momentum, and I hope they can keep this momentum up to next year during the election of the new mayor, because they'll need to do this. I mean, obviously she has a following. There are still people who believe in her. The fact that the lawyer is writing such a crazy statement, I don't know, man. This is. I hope it's a good thing that they blocked this. They're gonna fight it, so we'll hear the truth in a couple of weeks, I guess. What the truth is, who knows what the truth is? She's been calling saying it's the truth. They're trying to attack a black woman and all these crazy things, and I still haven't seen any concrete evidence showing that she is being set up.
And all the trustees, if not almost all the trustees, if not all the trustees, are black.
Yeah.
And her defense is, you're attacking a black woman. That's crazy.
You know what's crazy, RJ? She's pointing out saying the trustees are corrupt. Just because, let's say, if the trustees are, doesn't make you less corrupt. That's what are we doing?
Yeah, you're right.
She's pointing at them like they are corrupt. Okay, if they are, okay, it is. That doesn't make you less corrupt. You're worse because you're the head of the snake.
And you're the one. The trustees are not the one with a credit card that's running up the bill in Las Vegas. That's flying private. That's you.
Doing?
So if they are corrupt, as you said, they're not in the position to commit the corrupt act, but you are, and you are.
You are the one. I hope. Oh man, we might go live when the police come with the handcuffs. We might go live that day, just in honor of the people who live in Dalton, because this is crazy. The fact she thinks she can appoint people without even getting approval from the Dalton trustees is crazy already. She really thinks she's the dictator of the city.
Yeah.
You have to be. She really thinks she's above the law. Maybe we should call her the Diddy of Dalton.
No, that's something else. No, he can. Sorry. KR, I need to. I mean, I know.
The Diddy of Dalton.
No, we can
Oh,
we can call her that. No, she ain't that. She's more like the the Ponzi of Dalton, but not the Diddy. You can't call her the Diddy. No.
Anyway, anything else to say about this one?
Squisha of Dalton.
Shout out to Thaddeus for the ruling, though. I think it's a very important thing he was able to turn this back, because I mean you gotta stop bullies in the tracks. A lesson for everyone: teach your kids to stop the bullies in their tracks, because otherwise it's gonna turn left. If the kid is being traumatized for the rest of the life, or they'll become a shell of themselves, or it can turn into something else. I'm not gonna go that route, but sometimes you gotta stop the bully, and Thaddeus Wilson helped them to stop the bully. Guys, if you think it's a good thing, this ruling will improve the situation in Dalton. Let us know in the comments. Do you believe this is in the best interest of Miss Tiffany Henyard or the trustees? Do you think the court made the right decision? Or is this just a political maneuver? Let us know in the comments. We'll choose the best comment in next week's show and highlight it in next week's show. RJ.
Yes, we will be highlighting the best comment. So if you have a hot take, make sure you let it be known by dropping it in the comment section. Don't forget as well to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you stay up to date on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situation. We're really thankful for you guys. Thank you for your support. We really appreciate you. But most importantly, let's keep the conversation going in the comments. With that being said, we can move to the short thought segment. KR?
Yes. Let's start right away, man. Short thoughts where we discuss complex situations and give a very short response. Let me share my screen real quick. Simon is back, guys. Simon is back. Shout out to Simon Investigations. Maybe we should invite him to one of our talk to talk about crime. Fair use. He's gonna describe a situation of two young guys who, well, let's hear what he has to say.
One of the biggest myths
Of course, in order to hear him, you have to
propagated by cryptocurrency
somehow. Oh,
enthusiasts is
give me a second. Amen. Fair use.
enthusiasts is that the Bitcoin in your digital wallet is somehow safe and unable to be stolen. 20-year-old Malone Lamb of Miami and his best friend Jendel Serrano, age 21, of Los Angeles, pulled off the seemingly impossible. The young men figured out a way to fraudulently get access to cryptocurrency belonging to others and transfer the crypto out into Bitcoin wallets they controlled. They then proceeded to launder the money, moving the crypto through various mixers and exchanges using peel chains, pass-through wallets, and virtual private networks to mask their true identities. Having successfully stolen and laundered the Bitcoin, they exchanged it for real money and began partying like rock stars, spending the stolen proceeds on first-class international travel, nightclubs, luxury cars, watches, jewelry, designer handbags, and rental homes in LA and Miami. The last victim they ripped off lived in Washington, D.C., and the boys were able to steal 4,100 Bitcoin from him, which was worth over $230 million in real money at the time. But in this instance, mistakes were made, and the FBI was able to trace the theft to Malone and Jendel. The boys were arrested on conspiracy and money laundering charges, and they're looking at up to 20 years in prison. And while the items they purchased with the stolen crypto is easy to seize and forfeit, the FBI has a real task ahead of them when it comes to getting the stolen crypto back to the victims. So the next time someone tells you how safe and secure cryptocurrency is, don't believe the hype.
I'm shocked, KR.
The way they did
very
it is they would call these people and act like they are Windows support and it's Microsoft support and all that stuff. It's crazy. And by
I'm
the
not
way,
shocked about that.
there is
I'm not shocked about
also
that.
another video. There's also another video of the moment they got the heist successfully closed.
No way. No fucking way.
I see it, bro. It's on the blockchain. It's on the blockchain, bro.
No fucking way, nigga.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No fucking way.
They were recording themselves.
$242 million. Yes.
Holy fuck, nigga.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, I'm gonna spaz out. Yo! We're done! I'm spazzing out! Do you know how much money that is?
It's a quarter,
Fuck!
quarter of a bill.
They're gonna
Probably.
charge you
Like,
that. Split 3
Alright.
ways or is it 4 ways? That's
Oh!
fucking insane. That's very pretty funny. Pretty 10 pretty funny.
I'm gonna lose my shit. Yo, how do I hold on?
They were recording themselves.
What ethnicity are they?
It seems like they are Asians. If you see the picture, let me see.
They
Okay.
they use the N-word.
Yes. Well,
But I'm not
like
shocked about that. I'm
Do you
shocked.
remember one where we talked with Corey, and I said everyone uses N-word like it's nothing these days because
Yeah.
kids are grown up using it. So
Yeah, but that's not. I'm not really shocked about that. Do you want to know what I'm really shocked about?
What?
They're called Malone and John Dell.
yes, Marlon Lam and Jandel Serrano.
Black influence.
I don't know. The Jandel, it's
John
kind of a
Dell is
weird.
a black name. You can
Yeah,
imagine
depends
seeing
on
it.
how you write it.
My name's
Depends
John
on how
Dell.
you write it. Depends on
Doesn't-
how you write it.
Well, they wrote it phonetically. I can't see it. Wait.
Malone Lam, and Jandel Serrano.
Well, if you write it like that, John Dell. I mean,
It's a
John Dell
big
would be a black name if there was an apostrophe, a dash, and a pound.
No, but
Pound
all
sign.
jokes aside, man, this is crazy. The guys now they are fake. It's always great when you hit the heist. By the way, this was August 18th. So that's pretty short. The time between them getting caught versus the time when the heist happened.
I think they started talking. Someone talked. That's what I think.
Well, so the article says exposed after OPSEC blunders, spending spree. Crypto fraud investigator Zach XBT, who assisted official investigators, identified a third alleged conspirator known by the alias Wiz, as he revealed the group targeted a creditor of cryptocurrency exchange Genesis, using spoofed phone numbers and impersonating it wasn't Microsoft, Google and Gemini customers support to compromise accounts. While posing as a Gemini support representative, they claimed the account had been compromised and deceived the victim to resetting a two-way factor authentication and sharing their screen via AnyDesk remote desktop application to access private keys from Bitcoin Core and steal the funds. An initial tracing showed 240T split multiple ways between each party before funds quickly peeled off to 15 plus exchanges, immediately swapping back and forth between Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Monero, Zach said. Follow-up investigation found that the cluster of Ethereum addresses linked to Serrano and to Wiz received over 41 million from two exchanges in recent weeks. Despite efforts to cover their tracks, investigators traced the laundered funds after they were used to buy luxury cars, watches, and jewelry. So yeah, they were able to trace it, and then after that, because they were spending way a lot more than usual.
All bells went off, basically.
Yeah. So yeah, it's short short fun. When were they arrested exactly? Let me see. The arrest happened on last week. So yeah. It's crazy. I mean, you're exchanging. Basically, they exchanged their future for a month worth of fun.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I would say good luck and just hope that they don't trial you like two black men.
Okay. Let's go to the next one. Woman claiming she wants to buy Porsche and does this. Fair use. This is Canada.
Are you going to show it?
What? In full.
Hello, I'm
No,
here for
no,
the
no. When I'm not seeing it. So is it
Oh,
just
my
a
bad. My bad. Oh, I thought already I was looking at the other screen. I'm gonna start it again.
Hello, I'm here for the Porsche. I think I'm waiting for my dad, so if I can take a look at
You're mute.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
But
So
what was he trying to do? Was he trying to murk him?
no, she was just trying to steal the car. So apparently, she is 18 years old, and of course, she was used as I would say, the person who would steal the car because it's less threatening, right? If you have a girl go there and instead of a guy, and this happened in Brampton, Ontario. She's an Ontario woman, and who tried to well, she got away because they drove away with the car at the end. But she ran over the owner of the car, and the police were able to link um, link the group to several investigations, and well, they found her. Shockingly, Bradford works part time as a she works part time as a babysitter with an online profile offering her services, claiming she'd be great addition to any family. Well, I guess not. Someone
But
talked you
why?
into this.
I don't understand why you try to run him over.
Well, she panicked and tried to drive away, and I think she didn't look. Obviously, she cannot drive the car because didn't you hear what the what the engine did? She had it in I don't know. She had it in neutral, and then tried to press gas.
I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it. So she pressed it while it was in neutral.
She didn't know what she was doing. Listen to this one.
I knew she wouldn't. She would. I thought she would
Listen,
be a bad
listen,
driver due to her, well, due to prejudice.
listen. It's a neutral. It's a neutral. How do I know? Wait, guys, I don't know why I know, but it's a neutral.
Yeah.
She put it in reversed, and then she panicked. In the panic, instead of moving it back forward into the drive mode. She put, but they caught her. But this is the thing, right? The person, the accomplice was driving. This is clearly a gang because the accomplice was driving a Bentley Bentayga. That's a Bentley Bentayga.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You
18
can't
years
trust
old.
anyone.
Don't trust anyone. So apparently, according to the owner of the car, or former owner of the car, she claimed that she came here with her dad and that she wanted to test out the car. She told him to check something out because something was wrong. He stepped out of the car, and as soon as he stepped out of the car, she probably pressed on lock everything because he tried, as you can see, he tried to open up the locks, and then the not so handy thing he did, and I think that's something he can learn from, is step to the backside of the car. I think he tried to open the back. Yeah. Anyway, but he's still alive. He's lucky because could have ended worse.
He's very lucky, and she's lucky because she's lucky as well because she might be charged with attempted deletion.
Yep. And and probably she might snitch on the whole crew. Who knows?
Yeah.
But it's something you have to be very careful out here if you're let's call it have above average wealth. People are trying to target you, and in a moment of he lowered his walls a
His
bit.
guard.
His guard, yeah. In order for the transaction to go through, and now you're at this moment. So yeah, it's
This could have ended with his life being taken. Waking
by
up.
mistake, not even on purpose, by mistake. She totally first of all, this is like these guys put all these idiots. She's 18. So she probably just got her driver's license. It seems like it. Or she panics behind the trigger. She panicked. And dude, you shouldn't press reverse when someone is right behind the car. You're bound to make a mess of the whole situation.
Yeah.
If it was just a stolen car, I do think police wouldn't have had put this on a priority list as much as
attempted deletion in
Yeah.
public with a
changes-
weapon because it's a vehicle. It's with a weapon.
yeah, changes the whole scene, the whole situation. So hey guys, protect yourself at all times. Anything else to say?
Nothing else to say. I hear them. They started the drilling through the wall because there are some people here outside doing some construction work. So I would say the timing is perfect here.
I don't hear anything. Is it Diddy trying to escape?
That's a different kind of drilling, and I can definitely say with 100% certainty.
I'm not telling you that he's trying to drill into someone.
Whether it's escape or drilling, whether he's the driller or the drillee, I don't know. Diddy is not here. He
Reporting straight from
nothing else to add. Hey, guys, for what? Guys, thank you for watching. We appreciate you. We went a little bit over time today, but we had some great talk. We went into depth. Whatever your thoughts are, let us know in the comment section below. Rate the show by pressing the like button. Follow us on our other socials, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the notification icon as well, so you stay up to date when we drop new content. Let's have a healthy conversation. We will highlight the best comment in the next show, so at least next week. So with that being said, thank you, and we'll see each other in the next one. Until next time.
Peace.
Deuces.
It's on the blockchain. It's on the blockchain. Bro.
Oh my god!
Fucking way, nigga.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No fucking way.
For 1 month.
$242 million.
These kids are dumb as hell. So
Holy
smart and yet
fuck,
so
nigga.
dumb.
Record
Peace out.
Oh my
yourself.
god. Oh my god.